Pepito Mendoza, we are here. We are live. We are feeling fine. I assume that you are doing so good. Is that the way that you would describe your current situation?
You know me so well, Colin. I am doing so good.
I know, but that's the other show. The other show is the one where I ask you how you're doing, and I got 2 seconds into rambling at you and trying to open this show, and I figured out, wait, that's not how we do things here. But I am joined by Pepito Mendoza, and let's start this show out with the traditional way to start out a Ghost of Clown School episode. Pepito, knock knock.
Who's there?
No one.
No one. Who?
I already told you. No one. That joke comes to you from the todayshow.com. And the reason we are starting with that specific joke out of all of the knock knock jokes that we could spout off is because there is no guest on this episode. We have had trouble getting. Oh my god. Cobra just came out into the garage and he's not supposed to, but he's figured out this cat door on the door here. And luckily, well, hang on. I do need to pick up this oil painting because the oil is fresh, and he is gonna make a mockery of me.
One of the
I
better,
just,
more light-hearted flubs.
I don't want him getting covered with oil paint. I got rid of the
Oh,
palette, so that's not gonna be a problem. I unfortunately do not have the Cobra camera set up because that is more of a Caveman News thing and not a Ghost of Clown School thing. And here we are on the Ghost of Clown School. And on this show, we talk about art that we like. Do we not?
we do.
Okay,
Or we have.
absolutely. And as established before Cobra caught me off guard, we had trouble securing a guest for this episode. I would love it if we could get artists on to interview and talk with. I think that would be great. But it's very hard to coordinate schedules with people. We have to coordinate with Pepito here, and inviting a third party to be a part of that is rather difficult. So, we're just going to talk about art that we like. And I think that that is a great thing to do. Do you recognize the. Let me figure out which way to point. Okay, this was the
Oh,
right
you're
way. Do you
doing it.
recognize the artist here
Yeah,
that
yeah,
our
yeah.
background
That
consists
guy.
of? Can you think of the
But I
name?
forgot the name.
Okay, that's
Sh-
fine. This is. See, I was trying to think of a background to have, and when we did our episode one, the guest was Kiki. So obviously, have a piece by Kiki up there. What I mean, it writes itself. It's very easy to figure out. But on a show like this, where we have no guest and we are just flying by the seat of our pants, it becomes difficult. So I just picked a painting by BP Laval. Isn't that a painting? Uh, Photo collage kind of thing going on. But I figured that BP Laval could be our resident background for this episode. And what? Oh, actually, before we get started, I did forget that with the traditional knock knock joke opening of the Ghost of Clown School episodes, we do need to get to our riddle of the day. So, Pepito, I ask you this. What did Sir Lancelot wear to bed?
His Under Armour.
Ooh, that's a good
I
one.
don't know.
But I'll tell you later what the answer is. We'll get back to that. Okay, now we can officially start discussing some art. All the silliness is out of the way. Cobra seems to be finding his
Oh,
place to lay down. And let me just double check that I don't have the Cobra camera ready. Okay. I don't.
Art
I
cat.
don't have it ready. I would have gone to a, but you can picture it. Picture Cobra,
Cobra
and he is
King.
laying down his classical way to enjoy a stream, to lay down on his big pillow. And that's what he's doing. Let's get started. Let's talk about BP Laval.
Oh, did I fuck up?
What? What did you fuck up? You can't hear me now? Wow. That lasted maybe a minute and a half. Pepito, you should call me if you can't hear me and participate. I'm just going
I
to
hear
go
you.
on. What?
I hear you.
Oh, well, why were you quiet?
My computer glitched. It went to a full screen of me and I couldn't hear you. Now I can and see you.
Oh my gosh. Somebody
I
fix
know.
this man's computer. We need to be able to communicate and stick to our plan. But I'm just going to I was really
Yes.
worried because I wanted your opinion on some of this BP Laval work that I thought we could start things out with.
Awesome.
Okay.
Ooh.
See, I was very fancy. I got the I forgot which way to point. I got the Instagram handle. Okay. Papito is gone. Okay. He is back. This is a delightful thing and we love it. But anyway, I was saying this is a BP Laval piece that I enjoy. What do you think? What are your thoughts on BP Laval?
The one eye and the one leg thing is very interesting, and with that combined with the lassoing, that's just you can still do lassoing with just one arm and one leg, so that's pretty. But the eye, he
Absolutely,
probably
that
won't be going through unless he
going
tilts his
through
head.
it. Oh, you
But
mean
it's
oh, he's not gonna do? You imagine the lasso, the traditional lasso trick? I could see it. He could fit
yeah,
through there. Uh, when I first
tilt it.
encountered, when I was first introduced to the work of BP Laval, I wasn't sure what to think. A, it was hard for me to understand. I didn't really get it. I thought, okay, I liked some of his other work, and I was a fan of that, and I didn't really see where he was going with the one-eyed, one-legged cowboy type characters that he became, that I saw more and more frequently. I was going to say that he became enamored with, but I'm a Luddite here and I'm just an outsider looking in. I don't know how long he's been doing this. I don't even know if BP Laval is the correct way to say his name. I am
Yeah,
just guessing. Is that what you would say, BP Laval?
I mean that's what I read it as. But who is BP Laval? Maybe you should reach out to he, her, she, them.
Them? Well, yeah, I don't know the pronouns, but I believe he's a male. He
Oh,
is, I know him. I think I found out about him from reposts, retweets, that type of thing from Stacy Lee, an artist that is a favorite of the show. We're she's one of our favorites, I would say. Wouldn't you?
yes, I agree. I
I
love
think so
Stacey
too.
Lee's work. It's always on my
Uh,
mind.
Here's a little spoiler for you. We might be building up to some Stacy Lee later in the show, but we're starting off with BB Laval
Oh,
because he is the artist behind our background image, and I like this one with the lasso. Oh, I dropped my keyboards. Okay, now here's this one, a little slightly different. Uh, Cobra got scared because I dropped my keyboard, but he need not panic. I figured it out, and we're all good. I like this one a lot. The ricocheting bullet. What do you think?
Ooh, yeah, and I love it too. All the angles. What a perfect shot. Poor boot.
Yeah,
It's got a hole in it
it's
now.
funny. He's got a few variations on this theme, and I
It,
think they are very funny. It's
it,
uh,
it almost
I
looks
don't
like
know.
a
To me, it's just
constellation.
yeah, it really does have that constellation feel to it, and yeah, I hadn't really
The
thought of
one-eyed
it like
foot
that, but
shot.
now that you say it, I really see it. Yeah, I love it. I think that I really love the differentiation between the styles of the one-eyed, one-legged uh, character. We see the more photorealistic, more painterly version, and then we can also come
Yeah.
here to the line drawing, just very. I want to say it's a primitive type of style to me, but these are just the words that I use to describe it. I am as I say, a Luddite, an uneducated man. All I do is I see paintings and things like that online mostly, and I enjoy them. So I don't know. I love BP Laval. I think I have one more.
Uh,
Hey, maybe I have two more. Yeah.
ooh,
See, there you go. It's kind of a matching set
I like
there.
that.
Yeah, it's
Like a
so do you think they're
bookend. That'd be a
looking at
cool
each
bookend
other?
sculpture.
What's up?
I think it's one being. It looks like one being split by the invisibleness inside the coat. I don't
Yeah,
know. It
I
has
can see
two
that,
legs,
but
but
yeah, we have
his
it as
with his one leg
right. We have it
um
established that his
being
characters are
yeah.
these one-eyed, one-legged beings. So even though it does look like one being, I think it is two. I mean, that's just my interpretation.
Right. You're right. I
No, I
forgot
don't
about
know.
the one leg theme
Yeah, see,
for a
it's a
minute
good
there.
theme. Let's move on to this next one here.
His character is
Okay,
so versatile. Wow.
see here, I love these. I love the taking a photo and making it into his character that he has established, this being. I don't know. There was a he I want to say Twitter, he tweeted out maybe a link to a collection of a lot of these he's done that are based off of photos, and it just blew my mind. It's such a simple thing, the one-eyed, one-legged creature being, but he's found so many different ways to represent it. And I think the photo
Hell
that we
yeah.
see here,
Hell
this
yeah. Hell yeah.
oh,
Hell
that was
yeah.
you,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Pepito, hitting up the sound alerts. I thought somebody was here watching. Uh, you threw me through for a loop. But yeah, I think that the it's very interesting how he can come up with different ways to showcase this being, this character of his.
Can I say
Okay, then.
something?
Yeah, please. I'm just rambling,
That
and
white
I'd love.
stripe,
Yeah.
it it gives me drywall mud texture where the two pieces of drywall are mudded together with the tape before
Right.
it's sanded and
Yeah.
painted over. I
I
like
love it.
that.
I love the roughness and the it it feels like very in the moment. It's a very impulsive type of painting to me just from looking at it. I can feel the energy that goes into making that, you know?
Yes,
Okay.
I do
All
know.
right. I can't tell if you're there or not. All right. Let's move on from BP Laval.
I'm
Let's see. I'm
trying.
gonna hit. You're doing great, man. No, that's just our background. That's not another.
I remember
Actually,
now.
do you have anything to say about this one? This particular piece?
Yeah, just the fluidity and motion with this character. It can be doing anything. It could be
I
upside down.
know.
It could be hanging off of monkey bars. It could just do so much.
That's what I was trying to say. At first, I didn't really get this character. It seemed so simplistic, and it reminded me of the type of drawings that um the different kids in kindergarten would draw. Very, very extremely basic, even for that age. And I thought, I don't really see the appeal and I don't see what he is doing with this, but it is the more you see of it, the more I see of it, the more I love it, the more I fall in love with this character and all the different ways that he has found to represent it. This one in the background might be one of my favorites. I love the photo part and I love the kind of line drawing of the chair and everything. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
When I win the lottery, I'm gonna give a bunch of money to BP Laval. That's just how it is.
Here you go,
Okay, we
BP.
have another artist to get to. This one you're familiar with. I just wanted to give a shout out to Kiki, the guest from our first episode. We should have her back.
Ooh,
Uh, I
Santa.
want to interview her more. She was a good person to talk to, and she was on the front page of the what is it called here? The
Offside.
Offside Santa Fe, kind of like their local paper, like the Alibi, that type of thing. And
That.
her piece was featured on it, so I just wanted to give her a shout out and a congratulations. I
Go Kiki.
Yeah, exactly. Go Kiki. We see more of these constellations. Of course, Kiki's huge into astrology and the stars and all of those things. So uh, it is very fitting. And I just wanted to quickly acknowledge her for being featured. And
That's awesome.
next up, I would like to uh, show some work. This is a painting that I just saw last night on my opening Instagram, and it was at the top of my feed. It was meant for me to see. This is Kari,
Wow.
and I really love this one. I think she just posted it yesterday. Maybe it just got finished. It's beautiful.
That's cool.
I love it. I love the I don't know what the religious sculpture in the background and
Mhm.
its shadow. I love the fabric. It looks amazing.
Mhm.
Uh, Kari
Yeah.
was on
And
the
the reflection of the jacket on her
Yeah,
leg.
absolutely. Kari was on the podcast that I did, and she was in one of the shows I curated as Behead, and just amazing work.
Wow.
I really love this one. I love the light from the lamp as well. It's beautiful.
That's cool.
Okay, we have two more here. This is another artist that I feel it's weird. I feel very honored when I did the curating at the Clown School Gallery and I put together shows and I got artists that excited me and I felt I don't know, it felt like a really big honor to be able to bring these artists and display their work and uh, share their stuff with other people. It was it was very cool to me. I want to get another place to have gallery shows. It was amazing to me. But is another artist that was featured in these shows that I put together by myself. This is Michaela Dart. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, I need to hit the Z button. Okay. I really love these. This is from the one of her recent shows, and just to get a grasp of the scale, I mean these are huge pieces, and I love Michaela's really into painting these cats, and I I love the way she does it. It looks amazing. The It's very interesting. I want to get her on this show so we can talk about some of her current movement through the painting of cats. What do you think about it?
I love the cat. Looks mischievous.
Absolutely. All of her cats really do. They have a mischievous quality to them. And it's beautiful. Let's see, how long
And
have we? Yeah.
the colors were cool.
Oh, 100%. It's really fascinating. And this is okay. So we have this is for scale representation or for scale to let us know what size these
Oh, those are
pieces
huge.
were. Yeah,
The first piece made it look like a little postcard. This one, now it's huge.
I know. I felt like I had to include this because it really changes it to me when you see the scale of these types of things, and I really wish I was still in Santa Fe or the Albuquerque area so I could have gone to this solo show and seen some of these pieces. I think it was from a solo show. I am kind of talking out of my ass now, and I shouldn't have said that. I should know my facts before I state them, but I don't. This is a piece by Michaela that I had the honor of showcasing in the show that I put together. I believe this one is called Stormy, and I love it. And I also love that I wanted to feature this one as well because it showed I wanted to feature in this episode of the show here because I feel like it shows the depth of variety between the work that she does, if that makes sense.
Yes. It's not just a cat. Or
Yeah, but I mean, even just stylistically, I feel like
yeah.
the there is a childlike energy to some of these cat paintings and things, whereas I feel like the portraiture is more. I don't know. It's a very. I think it's a sophisticated type of style, and I love the background behind this central figure. I need to lean
That
in here.
lamp. The really
Yeah,
cool
like
lamp.
seeing down the hallway and the window behind Stormy here. I believe that's Stormy. It's just
Shadows.
yeah, it's very beautiful.
That is a cool shirt. I want that shirt.
Me too. We gotta have Michaela on here so we can talk to her about some of her pieces.
Yes. Who is Stormy?
I do not know. See, that's something we could ask her if she came on the show. I haven't listened back to when I did the podcast to promote the Clown School Gallery shows, but I interviewed her. And I'll tell you, Michaela is the one artist that I interviewed that really threw me off because all of a sudden she asked me a question about my work mid interview. And I wasn't prepared to talk about my work at all. And I think back about it all the time because I hate the answer I gave. And I wish I could amend what I said and give a better answer. But that's mischievous Michaela for you. She threw me off guard. I'm trying to interview her, and she ended up interviewing me and hitting me with a hard question that I struggled to answer. It was very mischievous of her. All right, let's close
How
things
dare
out.
she?
No, absolutely. Let's
Well,
close things out. What?
I'm, I made it.
Huh?
I made it.
Through the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly you did.
Isn't that so
It's about time. We're
nice?
gonna end it. I'm just gonna. There's a few more pieces I want to show really quick. It
Cool.
wouldn't be a Ghost of Clown School episode without acknowledging one of my favorite artists going today. This is Stacy Lee. And I love this one.
Yes. Ooh.
I feel like her paintings especially tell such a story. And I almost want to resize this one and zoom in a bit, but I think it would screw up the orientation of some of the next paintings I want to get to. But it's very beautiful. I'm gonna lean in so I can see some of what's going on. Oh yeah, I love the tire marks. Those are really good.
Mm-hmm. Just
Do
good.
you have
Good.
something
Good.
to say?
Good. What lush forestry, the forestry behind and the big white fence
That's
and the poses.
so amazing. I love the
the
characters that she
vehicle.
has, and I feel like I can glance at her paintings and be told a story that I can follow just from seeing this little snippet
Yes.
of life and everything. And I love the life in the figures that she presents. I can imagine a whole story in my head, and I love that. But then on top of that, the
Yeah.
luscious green, the luscious vegetation that she represents is amazing. I love it. I think we're going to see more of that with this next
It's,
one. I mean,
it's like
look
they
at
were
that.
posing for a drone.
Look, a drone. Possibly. But here is more
Ooh, I want to go
of
there.
this
I want to go to
luscious
there.
green. And I love the joyousness of this painting, but then also the foreboding kind of nature of it. You see over on the left hand side of the painting here the shoes sticking out of the bushes,
Oh,
as though
I
somebody
see it.
is
I saw
uh,
crawling away,
incapacitated in some way.
getting
It kind of
shade.
hints at possibly something menacing going on, at least to me. I don't want to put words in the mouth of the artist, but to me, that's how it comes across.
Just identifying plants, possibly.
Oh, you think this person's laying down identifying plants?
Discovering new species and fauna.
Could be,
Or-
but
And
I
then
would
what
say
is this?
from
Like, is this a swimming spot?
yeah, it could be. I don't know. It seems like a lovely day out. I want to say it has kind of a picnic type vibe, but I don't see food out. Maybe they ate it all. But again, I feel like it tells a story and we are witnessing it. I don't feel I could tell a story so deep in such just a single snapshot of life. You know what I mean?
It's just very realistic in a dreamy
Absolutely.
way.
Absolutely. I have one more Stacy Lee piece that I would like to highlight. And I love this
Oh.
one. This is at a gallery in Hong Kong. I wish I
What?
could have been able to go see it in person, go see Hong Kong, go see. Jeez, can you
One
imagine?
ticket to Hong Kong, please.
Yes,
have
I
a
want to go to
Stacey
the
Lee
Stacy Lee exhibition.
I'll be back.
I love this. for some reason, there's something that really I feel strongly about loving these art pieces where it's a building inside a building. I can't explain why, but I love that. It's so good. When we had the clown school funeral to end the gallery, one thing I really wanted to do was to build a crypt inside the gallery, you know?
Yeah, that's real
Yeah.
representative of that.
I thought, like I wanted to build a structure inside the gallery, and you go inside and there are like mausoleum type busts and they all have clown heads. God, if I had the time, I would have loved to create that. But I'm just blown away by there's something about building and building inside a building that really hits my brain just right. It's extremely soothing to me. What do you think?
It adds to the space for sure. I love the painting surrounding it, all the sunsets and nice homes,
Yeah,
ideal garden
it all
lawns.
fits with Stacey Lee's entire
Dream,
work.
vision.
Yeah, this dreamland that she has created and that I love to inhabit. It's beautiful. I love it.
This the strong artistry. She's just powerful with her talents.
She is. That's not what I wanted. I wanted. Okay. All right.
Okay,
I think that's about it, Pepito. I think that we should end things. We have again. We'll be back in 2 weeks with Ghost of Clown School episode 3. Hopefully, with an artist. I would love to interview somebody
yeah.
and have some insightful thoughts. I feel like this episode was a lot of me just rambling about things I like, and I would rather talk to an intelligent person who has the capacity to tell me things about this work, uh, the author of the works, as it were. That would be very great. But we'll be back in 2 weeks, and this Saturday we have Caveman News episode 24, the movies episode. I'm excited for that. Pepito, you're not going to be able to make it, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. I don't think he's going to be here, but we're working on that. He is preparing some stuff for the show. It's going to be great. If you saw the last episode, episode 23, Pepito's pre filmed segments were some of the best. They were wonderful to see, and I'm looking forward to more of that. So we'll have Caveman News episode 24 on Saturday, the movies episode, and then next Tuesday we're gonna have Leopard Lounge episode 2. I'm excited for that one. It's fun to hang with you in the Leopard Lounge.
Thank you, Conda. It's fun to hang with you everywhere we hang out online
Absolutely.
streaming.
Here's the thing. Maybe this is more of a conversation to have on Leopard Lounge because Leopard Lounge is kind of our behind the scenes figuring things out type of episodes. But I was thinking about it. Caveman News, I always get flustered and we have a lot of technical difficulties and it is frustrating and chaotic at times. The Leopard Lounge is full of nothing but chillness and easy vibes. So is Ghost of Clown School maybe somewhere in the middle? Like we have some technical malfunctions and it can be kind of on edge, but it's not as crazy as Cayman News. But it's also not as laid back as the Leopard Lounge. I don't know. Just something to think about. All right, Pepito. The answer to the riddle
What's up?
is his nightgown. Night with a K.